Thank you so much for clicking on the video. And again, I'm very grateful for you taking the time to listen to my messages. Today is kind of a touchy subject, but it's something that I felt I wanted to get off my chest. I've been thinking about it for a couple hours now. Again, it's about life and death. Again, this is the thing that we all deal with every day. Again, since the day we were born, our bodies are fighting off germs, fighting off cancers, fighting off the environment. Plus, depending on where you grew up, you're also dealing with life and death situations on a daily basis as well. This all started out, there's been some loss in my life. So I lost some friends, lost some co-workers, lost family, and so this all happened in the last week. And so this is real life. This is happening. Again, 1 minute you're talking to your best friend, next thing you know, something happens and they're no longer there. So this is happening across the world, across the United States, and it's just nothing to do with pandemics or anything like that. It's just life. Again, now that I'm over the age of 40, I have to watch my health, watch my diet, watch my cholesterol, watch my stress levels. Again, it's something that we all have to be careful of on a daily basis, whether you have one egg white for breakfast or if you have 3 eggs with butter and mayonnaise and all the extra goodies. Again, this is just a quick example, but every day we kind of face life and death, and so we don't even realize it, we don't even know it. Again, it's unfortunate to lose people we love and people we care about, but it happens. And I'm grateful to God that He saved me on so many occasions. Again, from car accidents to just life in general. You never truly know what's going to happen to you. So I can recall growing up as a little kid, and I was in a taxi with my mom, my dad, my little sister. I was probably maybe about 10 years old. We're driving, it's 10 o'clock at night, it's kind of a rainy day, and we're just driving through to my aunt's house, and out of nowhere we get T-boned by a van. The taxi we were in went flying into the air, and we land on a corner, and luckily we were blocks away from my aunt's house, so we were able to get to her house, and at least we were all okay. But I remember looking at that taxi cab afterwards, and basically the van was right next to my face, the way that it hit. So, and the taxi cab was shaken up, I was shaken up, we were all kind of like, what just happened? Somebody blew a stop sign and crashed into our taxi, and that happened when I was just a little kid. And so that's just one story of many that I remember growing up. Plenty of times I've been out with friends. I remember I grew up in New York City. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and I remember plenty of times as a teenager going out, walking around and not knowing what's going to happen. And one time we went out to this local club, and everybody's having fun, dancing, just hanging out. And then all of a sudden, right outside, literally steps from where we were standing, there were shots fired, like several shots fired. And that happened to me, that happened to us in real life. So we all just dropped to the floor, just kind of go towards the back of the building and exit through the back, make sure, we were all safe. Luckily in that situation, nobody was hurt, nobody was, injured, but that happened in real world, that happened in the real life, and that happened to me, and that happened to my friends. And again, now as I'm older, I look at life differently. It's not about going out and partying and hanging out. It's not about that anymore. It's about spending time with the family, spending time with the loved ones. I have my girlfriend. We truly care about each other. We spend good time together. It's about communicating with family, my parents, making sure they're okay. Again, life and death, that's kind of what it is. Every day we face it. Every day we see things, in this world. There's a lot of violence, there's war, there's corruption. It's pretty jacked up world right now, but just want to get this quick message out to you guys. and I will probably elaborate into more of this topic later on in time. Again, it's about life and death, and we're surrounded by it, unfortunately, on a daily basis. And God willing, you guys are all doing okay, and I wish you all the best. God bless you, and happy 2025.